On a bright, sunny morning, Sobe, the curious yellow-furred kitten with sparkling green eyes, stood outside Whisker Academy, his backpack slung across his shoulders. His parents had surprised him with an exciting weekend trip to Ba Na Hills, one of Vietnam's most magical destinations, organized by Vietnam Best Vacations. Sobe could hardly contain his excitement. He had heard stories about the breathtaking cable car rides and the famous golden bridge held by giant stone hands. And now, he was about to see it all for himself. The journey begins. As the family arrived at the Ba Na Hills base station, Sobe's whiskers twitched in awe. Towering mountains were wrapped in lush greenery, and the air was filled with the faint scent of wildflowers. The cable car station buzzed with activity. After a short wait, Sobe's family stepped into a gleaming cable car. As it began its ascent, Sobe pressed his nose against the glass, marveling at the panoramic views of dense forests, cascading waterfalls, and the misty peaks that seemed to touch the sky. "This feels like flying!" Sobe exclaimed, his tail flicking with excitement. His parents chuckled, thrilled to see their little adventurer so happy. The enchanting Golden Bridge. Their first stop was the iconic Golden Bridge. As Sobe's paws touched the bridge's shimmering golden surface, he gasped. The bridge appeared to float above the clouds, held up by two massive stone hands emerging from the hillside. Tourists strolled along, taking photos and enjoying the cool mountain breeze. Sobe dashed ahead, eager to explore every inch. "Look, Mom! It's like the hands are holding the bridge just for us!" Sobe shouted, his eyes wide with wonder. His mom, Tiffany, smiled and took a photo of Sobe against the backdrop of the misty mountains. Sobe's dad, Bob, explained the bridge's unique design and how it symbolized Vietnam's blend of nature and creativity. Sobe listened intently, imagining himself as a little historian, sharing tales of the Golden Bridge with his friends back at school. Exploring the French village next, the family wandered into the French village, a charming area designed to look like a medieval European town. Sobe's ears perked up at the sound of lively music. Performers in colorful costumes danced in the square, drawing a cheerful crowd. Sobe couldn't resist joining in, twirling and hopping to the beat. The family explored cobblestone streets lined with quaint shops and cafes. They stopped at a cozy bakery, where Sobe enjoyed a flaky croissant and a warm cup of milk. "This is the best snack ever," he purred contentedly. Thrills at Fantasy Park. The next stop on their itinerary was Fantasy Park, an indoor amusement park filled with rides and games. Sobe's eyes sparkled as he raced from one attraction to another. He laughed his heart out on the bumper cars, climbed a towering jungle gym, and even braved a slightly spooky funhouse. One of the highlights was a 4D cinema experience. Sobe donned his 3D glasses and was transported into an action-packed world where he dodged dragons and leaped across floating islands. "That was pawsome," he declared as the family exited the theater. A moment of reflection. As the day wound down, the family took a peaceful walk through the Le Jardin d'Amour, a series of beautifully manicured gardens. Sobe was captivated by the colorful flowers and intricate statues. They found a quiet bench overlooking the hills, where they sat together, watching the sun dip below the horizon. "Today was amazing," Sobe said softly, his green eyes reflecting the golden hues of the sunset. "Thank you for bringing me here." "We're glad you had fun, Sobe," Bob replied, patting his son's head. "Trips like this are special because we get to share them as a family." A magical farewell. As they made their way back to the cable car station, the hills were bathed in twilight. The ride down offered a completely different view, with the lights of Ba Na Hills twinkling like stars. Sobe leaned back, a contented smile on his face, replaying the day's adventures in his mind. Back at the base station, Sobe turned to his parents. "I can't wait to tell everyone about this trip. Ba Na Hills is like a fairy tale come to life." "And now, you've been part of that fairy tale," Tiffany said with a wink. The family headed home, their hearts full of joy and their memories brimming with unforgettable moments. Sobe knew that this adventure, planned by Vietnam Best Vacations, was just the beginning of many more to come.